Okay, here we go. Taurus and Taurus rising. We're looking at Uranus again in that first house, although it's not really activated until, where did I see that? Oh, today, Sun trine Uranus. You may be feeling a sense of awakening. That's this kind of sleeping giant in you that this Sun transit has activated or is activating today. And that Uranus is going to be very present this year for Taurus and Taurus rising because Jupiter and Saturn are going to be squaring that piece of you all of next year, and particularly January, February. So there's a part of you, Taurus and Taurus rising, that is waking up, and it can feel a little bit like an earthquake. And you might get a little bit of hints around that today. And it's so big that you may not, you're not going to necessarily just wake up one morning and feel the shakedown. It's really a gradual dislodging of pieces of your identity that do not match up with the way people see you. And it's almost like you're really being called to step out of your comfort zone, because Taurus likes things to happen gradually. This is not necessarily as gradual as Taurus would like. This is more of it's a wake-up call. It's definitely a wake-up call. But let's talk about Venus squaring that Neptune, because Taurus, Venus is your ruling planet. Whatever Venus is doing, you feel it more intensely. And with Venus in the house of money and shared resources, squaring off with where do I belong? What is my goal? What is my dream? And how can I achieve that? Do I have enough money to achieve that dream that I have? Maybe there's a little bit of a conflict between this idealized future you have in your mind and the reality of your shared resources. So I think that's, this is really more of a midweek kind of phenomenon that you're dealing with. But it is something that, it takes a little bit of thinking through. I think square aspects they can be complete blockages, but they're also motivating to problem solve. So it may be that you're using this midweek square to think hard about, what is my dream? What exactly do I want? It's been kind of hard to get to that for you for a while with Neptune in the 11th. Your goals are very clouded and shrouded in fog, and also you're wearing kind of rose-colored glasses about what is possible. With Venus squaring that, it could be a time where you're motivated to get to the bottom of it, to really think through what exactly needs to change. What do I need to put my effort into to make that dream more manageable or more real for me? So we talked about Saturn square Uranus, we talked about the Venus, and then New Year's Eve with Venus opposite the nodes. So this is a bigger thing for Taurus and Taurus rising. Venus is going to be opposed the nodes, the north and south nodes. And these are points in space that are related to the eclipse cycle. So, that feels a little bit like a turning point that for all of us, New Year's Eve is a turning point, right? We're all looking to the New Year's to be some kind of a marker for a new beginning. With the Cancer moon, it's also an ending. And we're all feeling like, oh, please, let this be the ending of the troubled times, the dark days. With Taurus and Taurus rising, again, this has to do with, how do I value myself? And what do I need to release? I think that 8th house is an ending, and it has to do with, yes, joint resources, but it also has to do with intimacy. It also has to do with sort of the death rebirth cycle. I'm so glad, Marie, that this is helpful. Yeah, so the Venus conjunct the node is a letting go of one thing and a stepping into a new thing. And for you, Taurus, it really has to do with, how do I value myself? And how can I almost reinvent myself in this coming year in a way that feels more authentic and where I feel more free to share that authenticity with the world. That's that Saturn Jupiter at the top of the chart. And this particularly pertains to your career, your reputation, your professional life.